Good evening guys, it's my regular Sunday update just to keep you in touch. Not had a good week, so it'll be a shorty. Bit under the weather, so I've been to the doctors and I've had a course of vitamin D's prescribed, which explains why I've been very down, and also a course of anti-B's because my waterworks are playing up, and tomorrow I've got to look forward to a PSA and a little GP investigation. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, so hopefully that comes on. So in the workshop, all I've managed to have the energy to this week is play around with these drive gates. I'll show you a clip. Done some more lap joints and I'm measuring stuff about on the floor, and I've got a last minute extra set of dimensions off number one son after his visit, so there's that. I've put the Trend T7 router in my new router table, but I've a little problem with that, and that as it seats up, it's held with three countersunk engineering screws, and one of them's not playing ball. I can't work out why, and I'm not going to force it. I'm going to let that stew a bit and come back when I'm not going to go bashing it and mess all the threads up and ruin everything. So that's on that. I managed to change the 10-inch table saw blade for my Rage 5. I have a checkered history with fiddling around with that, and I've had it off once to clean it. Anyway, I've changed it. I've swapped it out for a Saxon 80-tooth fine curve blade, so my cuts will be better now. I've got that zero clearance insert. Although for some reason its position wasn't quite the same as this one, so it's taken another fine slice out of one side. Anyway, that's in. What a faff. I don't know how you guys manage with the Rage 5, but I've had it upright. I've had it with the blade tilted so that the nut and the collet don't slide off into the dust hood every time I'm fiddling with my stiff fingers. But that plastic shroud is an absolute nightmare. If and when I do replace it, I'm going to check what the access is like. I mean, the last time I had it up to clean it up, I turned the blessed thing upside down and stripped the dust shroud off before I could get anywhere. Anyway, that's done. I'm part way through, and I'll show you a little clip. Working through the new Trend chisel and hand plane blade guide and roller. I'm finding setting the angle better, and I'm finding the broader roller less likely to the tip on the diamond stone, and I've got probably 3/4 of the way to getting a brand new primary blade angle on now. So that's that. But Saturday, I went over to the Leeds for the first day of my 2 separate days of hand tool workshop, and we played around. I went to Leeds. A couple of nice young guys, well, everybody seems young to me, but nice young lads who went through, I think, Leeds Uni in their furniture and design degree, and then set up work, and they've been 7 years in this place, and they put a corner of the workshop up to 4 old-fashioned tool benches. I'll flash up some quick pictures. So we went through all the hand tools, knew a lot, but the important thing is the experienced proper tradesman's eye while we were doing stuff. So we actually measured out, flattened the surface on a piece of wood, got it all flat to a ruler, and then we did the face side, and then we planed down a face edge to be at right angles. Then we flipped it over and marked out a constant depth on the rough side. I thought I'd cheated by planing down the already smooth side, but anyway, I ended up planing the back side, so we had a nice piece of wood, all pucker and all ship shape, and we played around with hand planes. they'd refurbished a load of Stanley and Record vintage planes for the courses they put on. So we played around with 4s, 4.5s, 5s, 5.5s, and we looked to 7. Learnt all about that. Had practice sawing cuts, made a little lap joint, X-shaped lap joint in a piece of wood, and I picked up some wrinkles, which I'm dead chuffed about, and that was that. And just so I don't forget, one of the things that they did do on the day is we had one thing we did do on the day is they gave us some experience of putting the primary bevel on the chisels before we were doing the chisel work, and they used the Record Power 250, I think it's in one of the photos I'm going to show up, the wet grinder polisher. Very nice. Third of the price of a Tormek, and although the reviews were a bit patchy on the internet, the experience was really good. I mean, I got a primary bevel from something that was worse than this one in 10 minutes, whereas I think I've been working on that for about 3 hours in 20-minute sessions over the whole week. So yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'm not going to buy one bit because I've bought enough of these different ways of doing the chisels. What I think they've said next week is more freeform. So I think before it starts and during lunch hour I've got permission, I'm going to take all my chisels in, give them a new primary bevel, and then use the diamond plate just to put a quick sliver of secondary bevel on, and then I've got a full set to play with. That's that bit. But with the waterworks problem and the vitamin D, I'm just shattered now, shattered. So I'm going to take the week of rest and just read up and play with some lightweight stuff. That's long enough. I am cheerful but physically knackered, so I'll catch you when I catch you. A couple of things in editing. I'm still grumpy about the trolls, even though the rest of you are really helpful and supportive and nice and pleasant, but it's a bit like finding poo in a nice punch bowl. Anyway, that's in the past. Right, so you guys crack on. I'm not going for a cup of tea because I'm peeing enough as it is. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Crack on.